The Eagles did something bringing in Ndamukong Suh, and I can never remember the other guy. And it's like
Linval
I've
Joseph.
talked about it on this show. Yeah, yes, I talked about it on this show. Like last year you saw the Rams brought in guys, including OBJ. So let's talk OBJ. Dak's reaching out. He's been in the Giants games. Do you see OBJ number one playing, number two playing for the Dallas Cowboys this year?
Yeah, I absolutely see him playing. That's not a question. I think that my understanding is he has been fully medically cleared. He's putting in the work to just get a little bit more in football shape. And then he's expected to visit with the Cowboys and Giants possibly as soon as next week after Thanksgiving was what my understanding was. And hey, like these teams are in conversation with him. These players are reaching out. It's wild how public and how open the Cowboys have been with this recruitment because it'll be interesting to see the sentiment in the locker room if they don't get him. But if it really is down to the Cowboys and Giants, which currently seem to be his favorites, I mean, hey, this is a guy who wants to contend at this stage in his career. These teams are both 7-3, but the Giants are kind of moving in the wrong direction with some of their injuries, at least for this season, although they've got a great future with Brian Daboll. Whereas the Cowboys, they've got Dak back. They've got Ezekiel Elliott back, Michael Gallup. Those are all guys who have missed time with injury this year so far, who are now moving in the right direction. And I think that the Giants offer more of an opportunity at the receiver position, but the Cowboys offer more of an opportunity to advance in the postseason.
Yeah, if I were the Cowboys, let me back up. This is odd to me. Like, you mentioned this. I coached college basketball for 700 years, and there were all these different rules about, you can't publicly go after a recruit. You can't. Cowboys, they don't care. Like, I think the Twitter page of the Cowboys is recruiting Dak Prescott, right?
Yeah, no, they are very openly recruiting OBJ. What's so weird about this situation is how often do you have a talent like him who is a free agent in November? And again, this is due to injury, but that's like, look, if this was someone they wanted to trade for the trade deadline, I mean, all those rules. We've all heard a billion times. Oh, we can't talk about another player on another team. He's not on another team, which is why they're able to do this. Now, whether they're wise, the reason I think that he's going to end up in Dallas is because if the Cowboys weren't pretty sure, I don't think that they would. I'm not saying Micah Parsons wouldn't have tweeted at him, but do I think Dak Prescott, who's a little bit more subtle, would have gone to this length? Do I think Jerry Jones would have said, I need to tell the world we're Super Bowl championship caliber because that's what Odell is looking for? I think that they got to figure out the money here. And if Odell wants to play here and he wants to settle in Dallas, he's got family here, he wants to be in one place for the next few years, both sides have a lot to offer each other.